All right, let me show you, by wrapping this up, just a few of the recent purchases that we've done over the past couple months now. Let's go into that. So this first one's Melbourne. I actually grabbed two Melbourne ones. I substituted it for a Sydney one just because we have been doing a lot in Melbourne and I'm getting a lot of questions about it. In a nutshell, this is a tidy property on a large block with development potential. Not much more to say. Long-term tenant, they want to stay on, they're keeping the house really nice and clean. I mean, so because they want to stay on means that they're loving it as their own house, and that's probably one of the reasons why it was so clean and tidy when my buyer's agent went in to check it out. Nice wide street frontage, easy side access, really helps with that that potential development side of things. It's 18 kilometres west of Melbourne CBD, $610,000 purchase price. We're getting rent of $450 a week, which is about 3.83% gross rental yield. Why do we love this purchase? Well, I already kind of said it before. The tenant is staying on board. It's currently zoned for 4 levels. So you could build up by 4 levels on this particular property. It's also walking distance to the train station, which is only 23 minutes into the CBD. This is another Melbourne property, large 600 square metre block with development potential. This is in a totally different direction to the last one I just showed you. Internals were renovated to breathe some life into the old gal, and it definitely looks a lot more attractive. I will say this, to be 100% honest, this product is not owner-occupier appealing. When I say that is that you'd have to do a much bigger renovation to turn this into a full owner-occupier style property, but the previous owners did just enough of a renovation for it to go, like you can see the brand new windows and stuff like that. They've done enough to make this attractive that tenants will stay in here for a very long time. But this is a property that you want to hold on to because one day you're going to sell this to someone who wants to develop it, or you're going to develop it yourself. All right. So low maintenance for the longer term hold. You can see again, updated lighting. They've got down lights in there now near the chandelier, and you've also got updated aircon and heating, which is also a big plus. New rear entertainment deck. It's got a large garage and storage area there. I thought it was a granny flat originally. It could definitely be turned into that, or a secondary dwelling, or like a what they call a teenager's retreat. But it's definitely quite large, and you can see it here on the. Actually, my big head's in the way. You can see it here on the floor plan. The garage is quite decent, 4 by 6, and then right behind this, you've actually got a separate space for the storage area as well, which is quite large. So 36 kilometres south of Melbourne CBD, and some people might go 36 k's. That's a bit far south. Now, the Mornington Peninsula and those areas to the south are actually some of the more expensive areas of Melbourne. Geography in every capital city is quite different. So this is actually quite a good buy. $780,000 rental estimate, about $560 a week, or 3.73% gross rental yield. Why do we love the purchase? 605 square meters. It's a GRZ1 location in regards to the zoning, which is excellent zoning with a 20-meter frontage. So this thing is ripe to be turned into a duplex site, or maybe have two different dwellings on there, maybe a battle axe style site with 2 freestanding homes. The house has recently been renovated. It's just a good investment property. Now let's have a look at Perth. So we got this set and forget for an investment client in North Perth. And nice internals, low maintenance. It's in a family-friendly location. Very, very good property. Again, the client just wanted something that was easy, low maintenance. There's no grass to be mowed, no nothing. It's a 225 square meter block, so it's not a small block, but it's not a big block. Rear lane access, which I always love, as you know, and double garage or double car space is what it has as well. It's all paved. Again, low maintenance. It just makes sense. So 38 kilometres north of Perth CBD, we bought it for $635,000. Rental estimate $630 to $650. So that's a 5.2% rental yield. That is a very attractive rental yield for a house. All right. Why do we love this purchase? Low maintenance, rent ready, property in a coastal suburb. It ticks all the boxes. Let's have a look now at Brisbane. We purchased this fully detached and freestanding townhome in a boutique complex of 4. This property has high 2.7 meter ceilings, polished 600 by 600 porcelain tiles, open plan, living and dining area. It's very lovely. It is quite a nice. This is an owner-occupier appealing townie, absolutely. Master bedroom has a split aircon unit in it. walk-in wardrobes. There's a study nook, it's sleek. The ensuite's really nice. Like it's a nice product, okay? And even from the facade on the outside, it doesn't look like your typical townhouse project. Also as well, it like has a bit of a dog leg after you go in. So it's just not straight, they're on top of each other type of townhouses. And also we purchased this one with the street facing front here on the left-hand side. And that's kind of what you wanted. So that's 7 Ks from Brisbane CBD. It's 6 Ks from the airport. This home's ideally situated within walking distance to the train station and bus services, local shops and dining options. So again, it just really made sense for our client. Layout's attractive too, actually. So 8 Ks from the CBD, $1,030,000. We're going to get a rental income of about $760,000, which is about 3.8%. Why do we love the property? Freestanding modern townhome with a double lock-up garage with direct street frontage in a boutique 4 townhouse complex that's in a nice elevated position with the inner city suburb of it's just great. Like we really are quite happy with this property. Okay, well that's pretty much it. So remember that we can't help you until you commit, and once you commit, we won't let you fail. We're bringing 2 things together here: your desire to build wealth and our nearly 20 years, nearly 20 years now of experience buying properties. So for the more than 3 decades, Providence has helped Australians open up a life of opportunity through real estate, giving them the future that they want. And we buy unique quality assets in areas where demand outpaces supply. And we focus on properties that appeal to a much larger market of owner-occupiers. And we buy in the right capital cities at the right time, guided by economic property cycles. So if you have any questions, want to get in touch with us, please reach out. Until next time, have a great day.